Peace and power Atlanta and the world. Last year, we made history with the beauty, the pageantry, the majesty, and we right back at ya. The second annual Black Power Awards, a celebration of Black excellence. Saturday, November 18th, hosted by rapper and activist David Banner and actress Ernestine Johnson. Honorees include Dr. Matulu Shakur, Dr. Rita Marley, and hip-hop legend himself, Rakim Allah. For tickets and information, go to blackpowerawards.com or call 404-439-1044. The second annual Black Power Award, November 18th at downtown.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What bedroom turnoff? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't here. Still had to pay for it.
There's a video.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I would like to kiss a woman that.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does positive?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you rate women?
The voice of reason. Monday. You already know what it is. The voice of reason has returned to Dash Radio. Listen, you already know this show is about to be rocket fuel. So, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's just make sure all devices are off. That you guys be playing. Y'all be watching the live feed. Make sure that your phones are on mute. A lot of times it be me.
Right.
Right? Like me right now. Let's just turn me down. A lot of times it's me, I promise. So, it's about to go down, y'all.
All right, we ready.
I don't know what to tell you. It's about to be crazy up in this piece.
Up in here?
Jesus. But as is commonplace, you know I gotta promote some things. Total package energy. Listen, I'll be on this. This is the last case. I had 8. So I spoke to the homie who runs, Total Package Energy, and he was like, yo, my daughter is on her way down from, they up in the Bay Area. He's like, my daughter's on her way down. She got 10 cases for you.
Ooh, wow.
But I couldn't meet her.
Oh, what?
Because I had to go meet my daughter and her mother at USC. My daughter is applying to USC.
Okay, go ahead.
You dig?
That's right. That's right.
So,
a true queen.
Dad had to be there. So I missed my total package crack pickup.
All right.
When I tell you this is the best energy shot in the world, developed by, I can't brag enough on this guy named Anthony Eggleton. Just, if you go to YouTube and you Google Anthony Eggleton, you're gonna see all of the dudes he trains.
Oh, wow.
Damon Lillard, Portland Trailblazers,
All right.
DeMar DeRozan,
Raptors.
the Raptors, and many, many, many others. He trains a gang of people. NBA, NFL, MLB. The dude is ridiculous. And a friend of mine is a friend of his and told him about my son who's at Fresno State. They play tonight.
Awesome.
He was like, yo, man, you got to train this kid. He needs your training. And when I tell you, the dude was like, watch. He saw my son and saw his natural ability and was like, oh, he's super explosive. Like, he's an Olympic level athlete right now. He was like, Zoe, watch what happens when I'm through with him.
Wow.
So my homeboy, Marcus King, who used to manage Jamie Foxx, is telling me, Zoe, you can't send your kid up to Oakland by yourself or by himself. He was like, you gotta go with him. I said, no, he gonna be safe. It ain't no issue. He was like, no. That's not what I'm saying. This is about New getting the training, but this really about you meeting Anthony. Because Anthony is on what you own mentally. I was like, come on, man. I'm a Negro corn. It's hard to find dudes like me.
Right.
What are you talking about? He said, nah, I'm telling you the truth. He's like real. So I go visit the dude. Dude is off the chain. He in there training these dudes. They lifting weights, but they also breathing and doing qigong breathing exercises and meditating before the workout. And I just said, well, what the fuck? This dude's an alien. And then he was giving the athletes this. And I was like, well, what is that? He was like, man, I got an energy drink, for, high-level athletes.
Yeah.
I said, but can anybody drink? He was like, yeah, of course anybody can drink it. Amino acids, no sugars, no carbs, vitamins, all that. I said, man, let me blow this up for you.
Right.
I had to. Taking care of my son like that, I had to. And now my son is family. He can go up there anytime and work out anytime. So I said, I'm gonna promote this until the wheels fall off. Total Package Energy, totalpackageenergy.com. Get there, don't be square. You underdig? Go get it done. Now, the other thing I need to promote, you guys heard me talking crap about it a long time. Android Ohm. Anybody that's down with Zoe Williams gets a 25% discount off of a luxury sneaker brand. This is a black-owned business. Android Ohm. Android like the phone. Ohm, HOMME.com. I said, well, let me show you what we working with. Not the red pythons.
Right.
Not these.
Right.
Not the red. Jesus.
I love those. Those are popping.
He just sent the red pythons over today. He was like, I can send my assistant over right now.
Yeah, I like that.
Jeez.
Jones so tight.
Goodness. The red pythons.
Oh, wow.
The gold on the inside. Okay,
The bottom
cool.
is so clean.
Okay, cool. I'm a
I like
moonwalk.
those.
I'm rocking these at the Black Power Awards, by the way. But then, don't do the denims.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Don't get denim on them with the torn, ripped jean look.
That's right.
Don't do that. The dude designs these shoes here in Los Angeles. Designs them here in Los Angeles. Yeah. Just get a good look at it. Yeah. Hotter than fish grease on my feet. Dude designs them here in Los Angeles, but they're handmade in Italy.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
He don't need me. He don't need me to support none of his stuff. These shoes are in Saks Fifth Avenue. They sell right next to Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Versace. They sell right there, and he's selling all over the world. He's doing well. But he said, Zoe, man, if you shout me out, I'll give your people a 25% discount on everything. AndroidOhm.com. Speaking of the Black Power Awards, I'm leaving Thursday to get down to the Black Power Awards.
Which means no show Friday.
Power to the people.
I'm leaving. And y'all got to get down there. They got, if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me everywhere, they in there checking out these shoes. They see them. They know. I's poor brother.
They hot.
Them fire, though.
They so hot. I feel a hot flash.
Oh,
shit.
Hey, listen.
Psych.
Hey, listen. Y'all gotta go out and support these businesses the same way you support the white business.
Right.
That's true.
You can't run around talking about you made it wearing all white brands. I mean, am I kind of? Yeah. Okay, cool. I want to call you out on your shit. It's hypocritical. You can't be hypocritical talking about you ain't got it, but then you'll go through hell and high water to go get some other shit. Right. Make some other people generationally rich in Europe somewhere.
Exactly.
This brother is from L.A.
Yep.
Designs them here and gets them handmade in Italy. Look, it says it right there on the bottom right here.
Italian leather.
Handmade. Yeah, man.
Quality
Italy.
merchandise.
It's fire. It's fire.
Zoe gonna walk so light in those.
You understand? I'm gonna be tiptoeing like, hey. So, what else? Oh, the relationship dismount. I have it right there. You already know the book. I've been promoting it for 2 years now. Been getting a lot of love. The relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. Fire book. Go to my website if you want a physical copy. I am ZoWilliams.com. But otherwise, you can do Kindle. You can do, what is it, the iStore? Mm-hmm. Did I say it right?
iTunes.
iTunes.
Apple Store.
Apple Store?
Apple Store, yeah.
You can do Apple Store. That's what's up. And now, I'm going to say this right now because this is a very powerful show. I'm sure my number one is on the line, I'm sure. Let me just say this right now. This show is a service to you.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
The information, the jewels you're about to get about your wretched life.
Oh, Lord.
And how to unwretchify your life. Unthoughtify your life. Right? I'm just saying, it's priceless. So I say, everybody that's in the chat room, that's watching us live, hit the super chat button. Ladies, if you guys see somebody donating in the chat room, please let me know. And I will shout them out. The chat room, there's a little button down at the bottom of the chat room. It's a $sign. If you place your mouse, do we still call it a mouse? Yeah. A cursor. Let's get technical. Your cursor, right? If you place your cursor over the $sign right now, a word will pop up, a little box will pop up. It'll say super chat.
On the desktop only.
Use the super chat only on the desktop. I know a lot of people are struggling watching the show on their cell phones. Get off your cell phone, get to the desktop, and super chat it up. All right, I'm done promoting. I got people in the building. Donnie Keith, say what's up.
Hey, AKA Peaches. They got me used to saying it now,
That's
but
your
I'm
name.
still Donnie. Don't be twisted, Donnie Keith.
Peaches, my nigga. Next to Peaches, you have, what did you call yourself? Quality insane? Or
Quality crazy.
Quality crazy.
I like that. Quality crazy.
Tiff Ram, quality crazy in the building. High level.
Yeah.
You under dig? Organic nuts.
It's so real. It's so real. Keep it organic. For real.
You feel me? In the building. And right next to her, I'm gonna start calling Mimi Fantasy Island.
She looking down here with them pretty eyes like,
Yes.
thank you.
Unapologetically pretty.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness.
I love it, my nigga. I love it. Not to
Well,
say
thank
that
you.
all the women are pretty though. Everybody that
Thank
be in here.
you.
niggas-
Yes, they are. Everyone.
Everybody got their favorites too.
Yes, exactly. Yes, they do.
Mimi in the building.
What's up? What's up? It's your girl Mimi, and you know I'm keeping it real, baby.
You understand? That's my boo thing. And let me say this. My homeboy joined today just on some impromptu. We did a hell of a fucking intimacy relationship roundtable talk with a house full of just undulating women. They were just into us. Was it thick in there? I thought niggas was
the
just
conference, the weekend
Zoe
conference.
went
Yeah.
in.
I thought they were just gonna get butt naked.
Oh.
It was close.
But did they buy some books?
Oh,
though?
that was your
But did they buy
event.
some books, though?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We had 3 Geminis
Yeah, long
going
as they
strong
are-
in there
They
on the
bought-
brother side.
That was crazy, wasn't it, Raquel?
Ooh,
We
it
were
was on
going-
y'all.
We were going in.
They was like, where you going after this?
Man, it was fire.
Blue eyes. Where you going? Where you going?
I'm on my butt side.
No, it was crazy,
We're
man.
compatible, I
What-
swear.
What was it called again, Rakim?
It was called the Sacred Exchange.
Wow.
Sex is basically the topic, but
Man.
Sacred Exchange Conference.
And them
It's tight.
women,
Ah.
they was on it. When I tell you they was in there. You know how women do. Y'all flutter.
Yeah, we
Right.
kind
It
of
was-
know how we do.
It was some fluttering going on. I was like,
But see, the thing was,
Fluttering.
they,
Uh-oh, they was on y'all.
Right.
They was in there moist, girl. That's
Yes.
what he said.
they weren't used to Zoe going so deep. They thought it was going to be a surface conference. with the standard answers and commentary. Zoe went deep.
And then they got that sapiosexual turn on. Like,
That's
Yeah,
right.
it was like
That's
that.
exactly what it was.
Are
It
you
was
gonna
like-
go as deep as your mind go?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, they were on you, huh?
Braingasms.
It was crazy.
They were like, I've never seen this
But
before.
he trying to be on some modest shit too. This motherfucker was dropping hella bombs too.
You know, we all went in. We were feeding
and then
off
he has
each
the
other.
dreads, so he was killing it.
Oh,
with the
you
dreads.
already know. They were like,
Yeah.
yo, pretty
I
dreadlocks.
was like, can I run my fingers?
Can
All
I
right.
braid your hair?
So
Well, your
look,
head.
let me do this, ladies. I'm about to bring in our special guest.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
You already know how it goes. Lloyd Strayhorn, Astro-Numerologist, best in the world. When I tell you, he about to reveal some shit about your mama and them. You didn't even expect your mama and them to get called out, did you? Well, they are. It's going down. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Is my guy on the phone? Lloyd.
Hey, buddy. How you
Here we go. What up, Lloyd?
doing? How you doing? How you doing, folks in the house, in the building?
Hey.
Peace, peace.
Man, I'm alive and well. Hey, let me tell you something, Lloyd. You blew me away. Lloyd gave me a reading last weekend.
Okay.
On some random shit. Lloyd is random. Lloyd called late at night, and I saw it, and I was like, I got to take this call, goddammit, because I know what this is.
Right.
So I answered, and Lloyd was like, really quickly, got a pen and a piece of paper, write these numbers down. Stay with me. And when I tell you in a matter of 20, 25 minutes, rattled off, it looks like a puzzle.
Oh,
When it's
shit.
over, it looks like a puzzle. You be like, that's how those pieces connect. Your oldest son, he got the one. He angry, but he's a leader. And what? You don't even know this nigga. I was like, I was blown away. When I tell you I was blown away, he was like, your youngest son got all the same numbers as his mama. What? In the same order. What? They both got 2 of your numbers. Huh? Oh, he was just, it was crazy.
Wow.
When I tell you, he said, now look at other people that come around you and do the same thing. You're going to see your numbers. Once he gives you your numbers, you can see your numbers in the people that rock with you.
Right.
I was like, ain't this a bag of tricks?
I love it.
It was fire, man. So, are you going to give people some numbers today, my friend?
Yes, I am, crew. And I also have somebody joining me, too, that's going to jump in and especially encourage some of the brothers to call in the house. What's interesting, the last time I was on, Mimi and a couple of the ladies made a reference that when I'm on, seems like just the ladies call in. But the men need to know this, too, in order to understand the sisters. And I got a perfect person with me that's joining us tonight, too. Her name is Kaya French out of Detroit. She's an excellent numerologist. And the men need to understand what makes the women tick so they can be happier. And because I was always told a happy woman makes for a happy guy.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hold her to Boko Shai.
All right, you speaking
Yes,
now.
it is.
So,
Amen.
as a matter of fact, we got a brother in the building right now. My homeboy, Rakim. Can the sister read Rakim right now?
Well, let's see. Kaya, are you on with us? Kaya? Okay. I don't know if she should have called in. But
Don't
anyway,
worry. Don't worry. We'll
I'll
wait.
start with Rakim.
I got some time before she breaks me all the way down,
Right.
basically.
Right. Well,
Let me get my mind right.
Rakim is right here. Hey, Rakim, tell him your birthday, man.
6/11/1970.
Rakim, 6'11". He's a Gemini. He's a Gemini 2 person. Actually, in numerology, he would be considered a master number 11 because in numerology, there are 2 master numbers, 11 and 22. 11s are normally very visionary. So there's something about Rakim that he tends to be ahead of his time. There's something about him when you tell him something, he can see everything in his mind. There are people who have to see it visually in order to get it. Well, he's blessed that when you come up with something, the concept is in his mind like an artist. When they paint, actually the image is in their mind, that they're just transferring it from the mental image to the canvas image, you know? very visionary. This year, he's put some things aside. He is an air number, an air sign, which is Gemini, which means very logical and whatnot. He's under a fire number. That means he's got those 2 ones, so it's very original, innovative, and whatnot. And he's a man that's kind of like different in a way, and yet sensitive, pays attention to things, do well in the mechanical, mathematical sciences. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not finicky or fussy about his diet or eating habits, like a vegetarian, semi-vegetarian, or
he on your head right now.
You know what I'm saying? That takes him to that level. But as of October last month, he decided that he was going to, actually do some things totally new. Back in September, he decided to cut his losses once and for all. That which he couldn't get rid of at the last minute, he really made one last attempt back then. And since in October, he's been really looking out for number one, doing things on his own. And now, even as we talk, it tells me he's something's happening with relationships or changes around the household, too. His best numbers, by the way, are always the 2, the 7, and the 5. So he's a Gemini just like you, Zoe. But his best days are always Mondays and Fridays, exactly just like you. And his months are always in February, June, July, and September primarily. But he's always got his own mind, bless his soul.
Spot on, brother.
You don't understand, man. You reading
S-P-O-T. Spot on.
Hey, that's deep.
Don't be afraid to call in, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be tough getting through. But if you are blessed enough, the number to dial is 323-230-4610. A mandate. You got to hit that super chat button and you got to share this link, this live link. Share it right now. It's about to go down in the town. Donnie Keith is the newest tour crew. Female, they like to call her Peaches. Right? Donnie Keith is new. Donnie, with your Scorpio tell him who you are and your birthday.
I am Donnie Keith. Nice to meet you. That was deep.
Nice to meet you, too. Nice to meet you, too, beautiful.
I'm a comedian, and my birthday just passed. It was actually November 8th, and I was born in 66.
Okay, but you are you're the kind of comic that when you say something, they laugh. But then after the laugh, it's like, oh, wow, that's deep, okay? Because you've always been very philosophical. You've always had a message. You always kind of like misunderstood, but as they get to know you, you are like faithful, warm, loyal, dependable. And in fact, if I had to describe you in a sense, you would be a water sign with an earth number, which means you're very, very intuitive. You're very pragmatic, very real. You like to keep both feet on the ground, and you like to use a common sense. So sometimes your comic role may be actually a disguise. So when you get serious and got to go down the rabbit hole with people, they're not too thrown off with it. There is some good news in your stars, too, Scorpio, and all Scorpios. Back on last month, on October the 10th of 2017, Jupiter went into the sign of Scorpio. Anytime it goes into a zodiac sign, it lasts a year. And for all Scorpions, this is a period that's going to be from now through next year for you. Good luck, abundance, prosperity, some major networking going on, and your name and your brand and reputation is about to go up big time.
Oh, that's awesome. And I'm an artist, too. So when you said my brand, that just solidified my artwork.
And she's sensitive about her shit.
And she's also, and because she's intense, this may explain, Boo, why you'll sometimes have some concerns with headaches, the knees, the teeth, and the bones and stuff like that.
Teeth, I've been going through it. Yes.
Yeah, and sometimes you tend to be a little misunderstood, but to know you is actually to love you. That's all I can
wow.
That's
That's kind of true.
Are you paying attention to what's happening tonight?
Your most important numbers are the 8, 9, and 6, and your best days are always on a Saturday, and a Tuesday, and a Friday. And anytime your blessings come, almost always, without exceptions, it's around January, April, May, October, November. your children,
Wow.
your boo, your home, your car, your job, whatever. When you broke into the business, these are your power months when you make your power moves.
Hey.
Listen,
Likes that.
let me tell you how cold it is. I know you're not getting the full brunt of it.
Right.
You got to go to his website, lloydstrayhorn.com, right? Is that it? What's the website again, brother?
It's Lloyd-Strayhorn.com.
Right. You got to go to his website and get a reading, because let me tell you, when he breaks you down, you're going to understand what your numbers actually mean and how they interface with the people you deal with. It's really surreal. The dude told me, he was like, your months are these months, right?
Yeah.
He said, when did you get into radio? First, he told me my favorite numbers. Then he was like, when did you get into radio? And he told me the numbers and the months before I told him when I got into radio.
Wow.
He was like, April. I was like, I started at the Foxhole April 10th. Didn't I tell you the 10 is one of your numbers? Okay, shit. April 10th. Like, this shit is crazy. That's all I can tell you. The man is a master.
And in fact, guys, I understand from the text that my partner from Detroit is trying to get through from Detroit. So
let's see if we can get him.
I don't know how your phone banks are working. She's Kaya French, and she should be joining us in a moment. But in the meantime, though, it's a pleasure. Whoever's in that studio or whoever's calling, give me a phone number. Either I or she or we will get in your business and make you feel good about yourself.
There it is.
Awesome.
Ladies
He made
and
me feel
gentlemen.
great.
I'm going to say this right now. Don't ask 37 questions.
Right.
Oh, yeah, just one question.
Just one
And
question.
then we'll give out our phone numbers. So people want to know more, just call and we'll schedule something. Because if not, it will take up all the time just talking to one when there are many people trying to get through. So we try not to be selfish.
There it is. All right, here we go, callers. Don't hang up now, because I'm coming to you right now. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. You're listening to the Voice of Reason on Dash Talk Radio. Tonight's topic, Astrology Mondays. Numerology fun days. It's going down up in here with Master Astro-Numerologist Lloyd Strayhorn. Buckle your seatbelts. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it. Caller.
Hello, hi, my name is Andrea. I'm calling from Virginia, and my birth date is 4/4/84.
Here we go.
Well, Andrea, it tells me it's not easy being you, beautiful. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Ain't your fault, okay? You happen to be born on the same day as some of my favorite idols, Maya Angelou, Jill Scott, okay? It tells me you like to be different. You're very sensitive. To know you also is to love you, like the last person we spoke on the phone with on November 8th. It also tells me you like to think outside the box, too. So this is why people in the moment think you're strange or weird, but you're not. You just got your own way and style of how you roll. That's just that simple. This year, you decide to cut your losses as we move into next year. Now you decide to step out on faith and do things completely on your own, where your best friends are going to be me, and me. Okay? That's how you're going to roll.
Me.
And your most important numbers are always the 4, the 1, and the 9, which means that Sundays and Tuesdays are normally your best days to carry out your plans, especially in the power months of February, April, June, August, and November. Like now, this month that we're talking about. And today is interesting because not only are you born on a 4, you're the first person to call in, and today is the 13th, and 1 plus 3 is 4. And the two ladies I normally talk to are normally 4 creatures in the house. Am I correct, crew?
Yes.
Wow.
Mimi and Tiffany.
Hey.
Wow. He liked y'all, too. He called me and was like, you didn't tell me them women was that pretty now. Okay, Lloyd, take it easy.
Thank you, Lloyd. We appreciate it.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. I don't know where that's coming from. Huh? Lloyd, you playing some music right now, Lloyd? Turn the music down.
Pandora.
We got Pandora going.
Oh no, we lost.
We didn't lose Lloyd, did we?
Well, there's no way we're gonna get through all those callers to get back to Lloyd.
Lord have mercy. You get it? Lloyd have mercy.
Oh, goodness.
He went out with the outro though.
We got him back. Lloyd.
Yeah, I'm back.
Lloyd, come on. You can't be playing your own music, Lloyd. and then hang it up.
Theme music.
You got theme music right.
I pressed the wrong number, guys. Sorry about that.
That's
okay?
all right, man.
I'm back.
We good.
I'm
We
back.
good. So let's
But
get
Andrea's straight.
Yeah, is she on? Let's see if we can find her. She's calling out of Detroit. That would be a 313 number.
313.
Yeah, she's 313.
Do you see it? Well, we don't see it right now. She's probably
Yeah, hold
struggling
on
to get in.
Yeah, just hold it 1 second.
There's that music. He's on the way out.
That is Lloyd's.
And I told her to call in, so you'll be getting a call in just a moment, all right?
All
But in the meantime, who is the next lucky person? Thank you.
Who is the next lucky person? Let me tell you something real quick. I'm working my tail off right now to get Lloyd his own show on Dash Talk.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
Numbers and you. It's going to be anybody hip to that old radio show called Love Line?
Oh, yeah. Back in the day.
Can you imagine the numerology, Astro-Numerology Love Line?
That'd be
Well,
dope.
actually, it's going to be called the Numbers in You Love Line.
Look at that.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
going to be dealing with relationships, where Kaya French talked to the men, I talk to the ladies, because the guys need to it's interesting. I meet women all the time. So women will say to me, well, when I meet guys, the first thing they want to do is have sex. I'm very honest. Yes, that's how we are oriented. But women need to also tell men what women expect from Jump Street, so there's no illusion. The women already know what we have been after since elementary school. So tell you something else you don't know. So getting a woman's perspective would make it much better for the men to make the women happier, to have more meaningful and deeper relationships, as it were.
Here we go. Let's see if we get the next lucky person in here. One question, damn it. Don't ask a question for your kids and your grandmama and them. One question.
No, that's why we'll give out the number to do that.
Right. So here we go. Welcome to the ZOWHAT, the voice of reason on Dash Radio. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Hi, it's Kevin calling from Vegas.
Kevin from Vegas.
Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
All
Hey,
right,
Kevin, Kev.
Hey, my
What's your
birthday is
Kevin?
November 2nd, 1987.
Kevin, I would say, my buddy, you're the strong, silent type. You could be big as a teddy bear, but you got a heart of gold, okay? You're the kind of person that's very perceptive, very romantic. You like to collect things. In fact, career-wise, you would do well in areas connected from computers to electronics to the mechanical, mathematical sciences. You would do well from food preparations. You would do well as a life coach, a therapist, counselor, social worker. You would do well as an artist, too, like write lyrics and stuff like that. So you're very diversified. And this particular year has brought about some changes for you. And since you are a water sign with a water number, it would suggest to me that you should always follow your first mind, which we men are encouraged to put to the back burners. But you are really blessed with a strong intuition. And this is why you're very popular with women, too. And in fact, I'd say women, Kevin, have been your blessing and your curse. There are women who absolutely love you who you are. And then there are women who, if they can't have you their way, can no other woman have you, okay? So there's all those things. And this is why you either work around a lot of women, have a female supervisor, which wouldn't surprise me at all. And so when you're in relationship, your challenge is that women will call you, ask you advice. Because, you women are very smart. In a sense, when you talk to each other, sometimes you want a male to talk to get a male perspective, okay? And so you are just the one. So if you're in a relationship, your mate might be saying, yo, boo, why you getting all these calls? Why are they always calling you? And you're not a player. You're just blessed to get along very well with the opposite sex.
Player.
Don't hate the game.
You better love it, man.
Your key numbers, Kevin, are the 2, 7, and 6, which means Mondays and Fridays. are always your best days. And you're about to head into your romance and finance cycle, about to go back to school, get into the gym, and you're going to be coming into some money too, especially in the month of December next month, as well as November next year. I mean, February of next year.
Okay.
Was he accurate? I just want to know, did he break it down?
Oh man, yeah. With the women that like to get advice from me and my female supervisors and very on point. See?
Which one of your female
There you go.
supervisors you took into the
Exactly.
into the little coffee room?
Oh man.
Just tell the truth.
Oh man, none.
It's
Helping
okay.
her make
Don't nobody know who she is or you right now. Just describe the coffee room.
Like you said, I'm not a player. They just like to talk to me. So he was right about that.
Yep.
Look at that.
And humble, too.
And he got that much sense. Yeah. Nice guy. But very particular. Don't miss a trick. I wouldn't play the brother.
Wow. Hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, bro. And
Thank you.
Man, this is crazy. I want to throw it to Rakim real quick. Rakim is on our panel tonight, Lloyd. And he
June
wrote,
11th.
June 11th. He ain't gonna never forget. You know that, right?
No, he nailed it.
Right.
Spot on.
But he also wrote a book on astrology.
Really?
Yes. Talk to this man. Talk to this man, Lloyd.
Yeah, so Lloyd, you had the whole visionary thing, right? So check this out. Check this out. You talked about me being a visionary, right? So I wrote a book. It's called Bagua Astrology. I have actually multiple books. And in that book, I have 9 archetypes that define who you are, right? My archetype is the visionary.
Wow.
We have the mind, spirit, and body aspects of every person, and you nailed mine exactly. I'm a visionary mind archetype, meaning how I think is like a visionary.
That's
And
awesome.
I told you,
That's
not
right.
only are you visionary, but you see everything in your mind's eye, my brother.
Exactly.
Listen, I'm going to make sure that when we get off the air, I'm going to talk to Zoe. I'm going to get your address and whatnot. I want to do an exchange. I want to send you one of my several books I've written, and you send me one of the several books you've written.
Oh,
brother. It'll
definitely.
be an honor. But you got to autograph it, okay?
Will do.
Dope.
Without a doubt. Appreciate that,
Dope.
Lloyd.
That's
That
right.
is.
That's right.
Now, for real quick, Rakim, before we go back to the phone lines, what is Bagua?
Bagua.
Yeah.
Bagua is a Chinese term that basically means 8 or 8-sided object.
You know I already know this, right? But just thought
Right.
And so-
Everyone else needs to learn.
yes.
I didn't know.
And so basically it's astrology, but it's based on numerology. So Lloyd, have you heard of the magic square before?
Oh, yes, I do that. I love the magic square.
So
Definitely. They call it the magic box or whatever.
Exactly.
It's interchangeable name. Yeah.
So Bagua astrology is based on the 9 magic squares. There are 9 total magic squares. And so that's all it is. And it's basically numerology. And Lloyd knows the mathematics behind it. You add the numbers in the tic-tac-toe board of a magic square and it adds up to 15 or 6, across, up and down, or diagonal.
Yeah.
And so that's the mathematic perfection of the magic square. So basically, we're just using numerology and Bagua astrology to do the same thing Lloyd's talking about. Like understand your personality, understand your history, your past, and your present. So that's why I'm really vibing with what he's talking about, because it's like mathematically precise. Numbers is everything. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing I love about the math and the numerology, Rakim, is it takes away the emotional tendency. So you and I could be having an emotional beef, but at the end of the day, after I finish jumping off the table from arguing and whatnot, 2 + 2 is still going to be 4 at the end of the day. Just that simple.
Wow.
Exactly.
Listen, we up in here. Ladies, do we have any news to report from YouTube land?
Oh, yeah, we have lots of news to report. We got Hank. We got to shout Hank out. He gave $50. I mean, he's doing it big.
Big
Don't
Hank.
forget to donate, people.
And then we got Tamiko Aubrey gave $25.
Hey.
Thank you,
Shout out.
Tamiko.
And she says she just loves the show and everything that you do, though.
Hey,
Awesome.
I try to be loved.
And then there's also Rosemary O'Neill gave $10.
Thank
On the
you,
super chat,
Rosemary.
please continue.
Yay.
Yes,
right.
please continue to hit the super chat button. We're here for the next hour and some change. We're here with Master Astro-Numerologist. Before we go to the next caller, because I like giving him a little respite, tell me, what is Astro-Numerology? Did you create your own lane out here in these streets?
Somewhat, yes. In a sense, though, I actually started out with a love, like Rakeem, of astrology. And what happened is I would do a person's birthday. And as Rakeem knows, you need numbers in order to establish it. Thus, you need the month, the day, the year you were born. Then you need the time you were born. Then you need the location, which we now call GPS, so they can determine your longitude and latitude. This is how you can find something now when you put it in your phone or when you're in your car navigating. Wow. And so what happens is that I would do a person's chart, and I'm sure Rakeem has done this. They'll say, man, I'm born at 7:53 a.m. And I say, you sure? Yeah, I know it. Then I do the chart, man, work on it, come back. Guess what? They found that they're born at 7:53 p.m.
Exactly. Right. Got you all messed
of
up.
the planets around the solar system. So what I've done is once I got into numerology, if you had the time or not, it's okay. I still got your number.
Exactly.
And so it's just, and in fact, the question is often posed, which came first, numerology or astrology? Numerology first, because no matter what you do, when you go to an astrologer, they need to give you the month, that's a number, the date, that's a number, the year, that's a number, the time, that's a number, and again, the location for which they now would GPS, in which astrologers would know the longitude and the latitude, so they know exactly how the planets were aligned in the heavens at the time of your birth, which we refer to as a natal chart. Now, if we fast forward it, it's what your progress chart is. How have the planets moved from the time of your birth around to this? Me and Rakeem, we're going to get along. That's my buddy right there.
You already know now.
Yeah. We had the same thing, Lloyd. That's why I took the birth time out of the whole process as well.
Exactly.
People don't understand how much that can change things. I mean, when I got my astrology chart done, I wasn't sure if I was born at 1:28 a.m. or 3:35. My mom was like, I'm not sure, X, Y, Z. And that makes all the difference in the world. That's the difference between moon and Virgo versus moon and Leo. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So the Bagua astrology, just based on the numbers, like what you're working with, it just makes it much more precise without having to get the birth time involved.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
This is why he's in here pinpointing your life.
Wow. Right. So with that, I'm sorry.
You guys want to talk? Do you guys want to talk? This is what we're
got
going
a
to do.
question.
Oh, you have a question? Go ahead, baby.
Yeah. So
Women
you can
always have a question.
Yeah. When he said that, it made me think that you can actually look up someone else's chart without the birth time, because it's a few, people on the checkout.
Oh yeah.
Why you stalking? You over here stalking people now?
Hey, I got to know the personality a little bit at least before I even go there.
No, exactly. It's important. I mean, Lloyd, you probably have an opinion on that too. What do you feel about people looking up other people's charts before they date them? Is it mandatory or important or not? I think
it is.
No, it's not. I think a person should give another person a fair shot first. For example, I had a case one time where the sister said, I dated a Scorpio, it was a disaster, and I'll never date another Scorpio again. Well, understand, just because you had a bad experience with that sign, although astrologically by the sun sign you're a Scorpio, the moon may be different, the rising sign may be different, and a whole lot of other aspects that make up the component or the energies of that person's chart.
Exactly.
This is why all Aries aren't aggressive, all Cancers aren't meek and mild-mannered, all Geminis aren't two-faced, or what we do.
Or so brilliant, in my case.
A difference. Or whatever
y'all
the case is.
brilliant.
Yeah, so brilliant. Let us not leave that out, too. So, but these are the things that makes it very, very special. I also tell people, there's some people that say, well, I can't start my day unless I read horoscopes. I tell people don't be locked in. These things you do, Rakeem and I know, that's as a guide, okay? But then you still have what I like to think is free will to make your own mind. So they say the stars impel, but the mind compels, or whatever that saying is, which means, yes, the conditions are there. So like if it's raining, you can make a decision whether to go out with an umbrella or without an umbrella.
There you
but
go.
You're making a decision,
There you go. Yeah, that's deep. I totally agree with that, because you can't, like you said, you can't just look at the sun sign or just the moon sign. It's a combination of all the numbers taking place in that person's chart.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Oh, yeah.
you've got to look at the complexity of that before you even begin to even pass judgment or understand what could have took place. And then, I don't know. I just think people should probably get into numerology a bit more because it can help you in almost everything you're doing. Like you were breaking stuff down about dates and addresses and all that kind of like that. Numerology plays into every aspect of what we do.
All right, here we go.
Well, here's my challenge. I challenge people when you get up tomorrow, because it's too late now. But when you get up tomorrow, start the day from beginning to end and don't use numbers. I defy you. Don't look at your clock or watch. Those are numbers. Don't get a call. Those are numbers. Don't make a call. There's numbers. And the way, Rakim, I say to the brothers is this. Suppose you met the finest sister on the planet and want to get to know her better and you want her phone number. And she said to you, brother, just call her number. You be called till the cows come home, man. If you got the right ten numbers in the right way, you get the person that you're looking for.
All right, here we go. Callers, you already know. Right. One question. This is the question that could change the trajectory of your life. You better think long and hard, but quickly. I'm about to come to you. It better not be no bullshit. The day of birth, the month, and your question.
One, thank you. One question.
One question. Oh, God, what would I ask? I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
HP from Miami. What's going on, PM?
What's happening, PM?
Oh, what is his name again?
What's your name, bro?
HP. My name is Henry.
His name is Henry.
Okay, Henry. Good. It tells me one of his parents is either Aries, Scorpio, or Leo, but that's another story for another time. But go ahead.
It's deep.
Wow. My birthday is 082988.
Wait, can I just interrupt? What's your father and your mother? What's their sign, real quick?
Let's just confirm.
My mother is a Pisces. My father is a Gemini.
Okay. All right.
Okay, but what's the date of birth, though? Because if it's not the sign, it's the number like the 9th, 18th, or 27th. So if your mother's a Pisces, was she born February 27th, March 9th, March 18th, like Queen Latifah?
You heard that?
Wow.
Whoa.
See,
Slam
this is what I'm talking
dunk.
about.
Hiya.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's how I roll. Okay.
No.
Okay, I'm scared.
Okay.
All right, okay. He gave his mama's wrong sign and everything, and then got corrected by a man who don't even know you. Okay, ask your question so we can get your scary ass off the line. God damn.
Wow. What do you see in terms of career for me?
You would do well in the mechanical, mathematical sciences, engineering, architect, technology, and that's in one area. In another area, you would do well in counseling people because people always drag you into the middle of their mess. Like your brother's pissed with the dad and like, yo, come on, H, can you, settle the peace and stuff like that. You'd make an excellent life coach. You'd make an excellent vegetarian or preparations of food, the restaurant business or caterer. Things of that nature, because you're very particular and fussy about your eating habits, your dietary laws, which is why you have a sensitive stomach with a digestive tract. So if you are a vegetarian, semi-vegetarian somewhat, that wouldn't surprise me at all. And you would do well in the arts, from poetry to theater to dance to design to drama.
Stop crying. Just stop crying and tell us how right he is.
Exactly.
Don't cry now.
Donate.
Amen.
What'd you say? What did he say?
No, but I was thinking about going V. I was thinking about it.
Wow.
Yeah, because you're very particular. Listen, Michael Jackson was born on this day, right? In the 80s, he was the only one I know that got paid millions of dollars for drinking a product he didn't use or promoting it. The Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola, whatever it was.
Pepsi.
They paid him millions of dollars, okay? And he didn't even drink no soda, okay?
Wow.
And it's interesting because on this same day as this brother H, not only was Michael Jackson born on that day, the king of pop, the famous jazz player Charlie Yardbird Parker was born on this day, who was called the king of bop. So one was called the King
Charlie
of Bop,
Kirk.
one was called the King of Pop, and a pop
You
feather,
know-
and there you go.
You know what? I call myself King HP. So
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And you're very visionary too, and you're very detailed about things. That's why you like to collect things or find it hard to kind of throw things away from time to time too, you know? And this year for you says you're about ready to expand your horizon.
thank you so much. I always say my mother knew I was going to be the ruler. That's why she named me Henry.
Henry.
That's right,
Off with
King
her
Henry.
head.
King Henry. Henry the Eighth, by the
There
way.
it is.
That's hilarious because my baby
And
cousin.
and it's interesting, you're born in the 8th month too, which I think is interesting.
Wow.
And in fact, Henry, your birthday suggests it was probably an older lady that introduced you to Sex 101 as a kid when you was coming up, which is also none of my business.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
oh Jesus.
He off in them
He
heads.
laughs.
He just laughed.
You know it's true.
I can't even say nothing. Just laugh.
Boy, did you have a sex tutor?
Hey.
Wow.
That's how he off
It could
in
have
them
been
heads.
from the babysitter to the older girl that you show me, I show you, you know what I'm saying? You know how we roll when we were young like that.
Dang. Dang.
Peep show.
Wow.
Stop.
Yikes.
Man, you seeing something. man.
Okay, all right. Thanks for the call, brother. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
This man told you what your mama's birthday was.
Right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Man.
That's crazy. Let's get another caller.
He said,
here.
no, he's a Gemini.
Right.
But she's born on the 18th, though.
Ooh.
I was like, what?
That's crazy.
That's deep.
Caller, you're on the
can
line. What's up?
Yes.
What's up,
Go
Lloyd?
ahead.
We're trying to
No,
get
I
your
just
girl in.
wanted to say, yeah, she's trying to call in because she just texted me the phone is ringing, the lines are jammed, which probably is, but you know, that's how y'all roll. That's the kind of traffic y'all pull.
That's what
Okay?
happens, man. That's what goes down. You mean we pull? That's you too now.
Right. That's all Lloyd.
Okay.
You knew
But
what
anyway,
it was gonna
I text you her number, so if you see it, just pull her in and we'll be good to go.
Maybe we
Yeah,
can look
we
at her
have plenty
phone
of
number and
time.
figure out why she's having trouble.
This is why.
The numerology of her number might be. Tell her to pick up a different line and call in. That probably will fix it, right,
We
Lloyd?
should take a picture of the board and show the world what it looks. We should point the camera toward the board so they can see. It's jam packed.
Madness.
The phone lines is nuts.
It's called the Holy
So
Ghost.
the only way to heal the board from its cholesterol, its congestion, is to go through the callers. Let's get them on as quickly as we can. Remember,
Okay, yeah, and I'll keep it shorter too.
Yes.
So more people can get through.
Yes, limit your question. One question. Here we go. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lene.
Lene, you sound like butter. What's happening, Lene?
Oh, thank you.
Clarified butter. All right. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
That's what gets you in trouble, though. Anyway, go ahead, Renee. How are you? What's your birthday?
I'm fine. How are you? My birthday
Fine, your
is
birthday?
January 1st. January 1st, 79.
Okay. Well, whoever you are, Renee, although he said you sound like butter, you're fierce. You take no prisoners. You have no filters. And if somebody's an a-hole the last time you checked, nothing has changed. And yet you show love at the drop of a hat. You don't take orders well either. So I know you either should have been a manager, supervisor, director, and particularly this year, this has been a very busy year. But now, as of last month, you decide to tighten up your act, get your game together, dot those I's, cross those T's. Toward the tail end of October, going into this month, you may have heard or reconnected with somebody from your past that you haven't seen or heard from in quite some time. And now you're ready to make some changes in your life as we go through this middle of November, right now. And by the way, your birthday suggests you either wear glasses or have very sensitive eyes, especially with the left eye. So if you wear glasses on bright sunny days, you wear shades, dark shades, where you be looking like Ray Charles or Michael Jackson walking down the street. That wouldn't surprise me either. And your lower back, so your boo needs to rub your back from time to time, especially more to the left side. than the right side.
What's going
Yeah,
on?
'cause I'm dragging a lot in this wagon.
Trying to make me jealous. She got a big
My
bag.
Twitter account is at Zoe Williams.
Thank you.
Yes, all right.
You're welcome. Thank you, Renee.
Titus. What is going on here
She
tonight?
said she dragging.
A little lower back problems. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Darnell out the Tuscaloosa area.
Tuscaloosa, Darnell. What's the birthday, man? Let's go.
Birthday 10/23/87.
Okay. You are born, Darnell, on one of the luckiest birthdays of the year. You almost have no excuse not to succeed. For example, your job, your boo, your place, your car, all you got because you knew somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody how you got these things. You were very independent in your birthday, probably between your 19th and 22nd birthday, out on your own. You've always been swift, always been quick in thought, quick in action. You always like a lot of movement. You're very diversified, multi-talented, multi-dimensional. But this year that we're wrapping up, you've been doing a lot of soul searching. You stop, look, and listen. Ask yourself what the heck you were doing. And then back in October of your birthday month, that's when you say, okay, I need to make some major moves about a week and a half before your birthday, from the week of the 8th through the 14th. And right now, this month of November, after your birthday, now you're ready to either travel somewhere long distance or somebody from afar is coming to visit you, or you're about to put the kibosh on a situation that you feel you no longer need, okay? And as you go into December, you're going to be doing something totally brand new with yourself.
It's tight.
Wow.
Yikes.
The luckiest birthday of the year.
Hey, and Darnell, your ass ain't never quiet. Why you quiet now? Let's see. What are your thoughts?
You right on the money. I am about to be doing a lot of traveling. Like, I'm good. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Darnell is never quiet. I promise you. You just shut Darnell up. No, that's good shit though. Darnell.
Hey, can I ask him a question? Like, my birthday is on the 23rd. Am I closer to Scorpio or Libra? Because some calendar guys is stopping on the.
No, for me and Rakeem, I would think, and it all depends, and the location of where you were born as well. For example, if you were born in Hawaii, which is 6 hours behind us, that's a whole thing. Mm-hmm. If you were born in China, that's 12 hours ahead, okay? So it all depends. This is why an astrologer needs to know where you were born at in order to know. But normally by the 22nd of October, we're definitely into Scorpio. And by the 23rd, as far as I'm concerned, you got to at least be the first 5 or 6 degrees in the Scorpio, to say the least. But you should count a blessing because as of this year, on October the 10th, Jupiter went into your sign is going to stay there for one rock solid year. So if things are beginning to open up for you and you begin to see the light of day and you begin to make some moves, and by the way, you're heading into a pregnancy cycle. So if you don't want to be gassed, you know what you need to do. You need to put on a hat,
strap up,
put on a coat, do something. Yeah, strap up. There you go.
Right.
But it's not. But it also can be symbolic that he could give birth to a business, birth to an enterprise, birth to a plan or a project or an idea. Okay, it can be symbolic too. And he's going to be doing a lot of growing up and reconnected with somebody you haven't seen in a minute. Yikes. I started to say a New York minute.
There you go.
But you know what, Zoe? I wouldn't even strap up. If he's going to a pregnancy period, he needs to be abstinent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wrote down those months.
The numerology
Lloyd
will
told me my months, and I was like, just no sex those months.
Yeah.
Nope.
Go hide somewhere in the cave, brother.
Me, Rakeem, as you know, Scorpio is considered the sex sign. Well, in numerology, 5 is considered the sex number.
Yeah.
So between those two, if he finds himself if he never have a problem attracting the members of the opposite sex to him.
Exactly.
He seems blessed in that way. You know what I'm saying? But abstinence or self-control will help. But we men normally are not blessed with abstinence and self-control. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, especially when that butter come through.
Or he's getting ready to fight, and right now he got abstained. But normally we men don't have that, and it's so ironic. Whatever reason, say y'all mean that, but do not trust us. Man, we might say it, but as soon as a fine young past us, some bells go off and we just get distracted. I don't know what that's about.
There you
I'll tell
go.
you what it's about.
There you go.
It's about that monkey. Okay, cool. Hey, we got callers on the line. Let's get through. Let's get to them. Let's get through them. Caller, you're on the line.
Hi, my name is Kai. My birthday is January the 7th.
That's my girl. That's Kaya. That's the
That she made it.
There she is.
Now, let me say you this. Sister is very awesome. This all those because I told you that you got to show goes across the nation that you put everything on blast. So she's a little nervous herself, but she goes in. She knows how to go down the rabbit hole and go hard.
All
So,
right.
once she warms up, she'll be all right. But this is Kaya. Hi, Kaya. How you doing, girl?
Hey, Lloyd, how are you? Hey, everybody, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, girl.
Peace. Got to have Kaya now.
What's happening, Kaya? I'm sorry.
You guys don't help a sister at all. You guys are fierce. My man. My God.
So talk to
Okay,
us,
so
Kaya.
we
Break
ready
it down
the
for
next-
us.
Oh, yeah. Kaya, go ahead.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so listen, we got a brother in here right now. I want you to do his reading. I mean, Lloyd already took off from the free throw line with a blindfold on. Right?
Normal.
But she said that's normal. But I want you to do the reading for Rakim in studio. And then I want you to do, give Lloyd a little break. He been reading people the first hour. Give him just a little break and then read some of our callers online.
Yes.
My man Rakim is in the building. Ra.
Hello, Rakim. How are you?
Peace, Kayla. How you doing? Glad you can get on.
Hi,
We've been waiting on you. We know you got some good stuff. My birthday is June 11th, 1970. So Lloyd gave us some good information, but you go ahead and break it down.
Okay, so your birthday is June 11th. You are a water number. I'm sorry, you're a water element with a water number as well.
June 11th.
And you're very, right, June 11th.
That's an air,
Because
right?
she's looking at it as a 2.
Yeah, she's looking at the number.
At it as a 2, but
Oh,
but I
okay.
understand.
Well, school me because I'm lost.
I like that.
I'm like, no, that's an air.
She's like, nigga, I'm on my shit. What you talking about? Okay, cool. Sorry. Go ahead, Kai.
So you're a Gemini, but you are a water element with a water number. You're probably very sensitive, very intuitive. Sometimes you're kind of like in your feeling, but you're very inner knowing about things.
That's
and
true.
normally, if you have a gut instinct, you need to go with your gut instinct. Maybe don't rely on it as much, but you need to rely on your gut instinct.
I'm very sensitive.
You're very
sensitive.
right?
Physically and
So,
and emotionally, I can be that.
Yep.
Is that what you were
the
talking
women
about?
in
Is
here
it,
are like,
is it
yeah,
emotional
wow.
sensitivity or is it just
Yeah,
is it
very
physical?
emotional, very in your feelings, sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's on point.
You kind of like wear your, what they say, wear your heart on your sleeves a little bit sometimes.
There you go. You know exactly what I'm thinking.
Right. And you're very loving and friendly, very considerate, and you're very, very gentle person.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's incredible. I and Lloyd, like I've never really, I've kind of attributed that, more to my Gemini in general, in terms of, some of my sensitivity. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, I don't know if people look at Geminis as being sensitive, but from a physical standpoint, Geminis can be very physically sensitive, which is why they can't be around intensity for too long, and they need to go high and that kind of thing. So that's right on point, Kai. I mean,
because see, when she said water, that's because she knows 1 + 1 is 2, which in essence is a water element, and that's what denotes that sensitivity. But when you take it to the master number 11, that means that brings out that visionary thing, following your gut, as she just expressed to you too.
Right.
Well,
right.
Let me get in on this.
It's tight.
That was Zoe's turn.
Jeez.
Your key numbers are the 2, 7, 5, and 11. And what I mean by that is your best day to carry out your most important details, maybe a job interview, just anything that's very important, will be the 2, 7, 5, and 11. Your best days are Mondays and Wednesdays. Your months that are more favorable to you are May, June, July, September, and October, which just passed away.
Wow. This is wild, ladies and gentlemen. Can I give out like some girlfriend birth dates?
Exactly. Let's do some research and
start finding out some
Let's
shit.
find out why they were wrong.
Jeez. Because there's somebody, no, seriously, there's somebody in the chat room right now that tag team, that's their name. They keep calling out my birthday, so I guess we share this birthday.
What? May 23rd?
May 23rd.
Hey.
Oh, wow. May 23rd, 569. So,
She
so
said it
you
right.
always know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. You're always in communication and in connection with people.
There you go.
No matter what. No matter.
She is correct.
And you're very carefree, very strong. You have a desire for freedom. You're very quick and alert and quick thinking, might I say.
She
And
is
you love
correct.
to express yourself. You love to express yourself.
Bingo.
She belongs to me.
Yes.
I claim her now.
And your best days are Wednesday, Fridays, and Tuesdays. And don't you have a show on those days as well?
I do.
Right. Yes, you do.
She
Okay,
know
and
my
what is
business.
it, Wednesdays and Tuesdays?
She knows this. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those 3 days.
And she named 2 of your days. Yeah, she named 2 of your days.
And I do the Corey Holcomb show on Tuesdays.
Yep.
Nice.
Get out of here.
There you go.
I just thought I'd just lay that out there.
Those are your days. Those are your most important days that you carry out. You do your responsibilities on those days.
Look at her.
Wow.
She belongs to me.
And your favorite months from our favorite team, maybe just stand out more are April, May, June, September, and October.
Wow. I know you guys want to get in. I know y'all want to get in. She's a Capricorn. She was born on the 7th, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
She likes a little physicality, too.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yes. The emotional of the
Very
physical.
grounded,
When it
very
feels
grounded.
good, she's on.
She never, ever played me.
She be doing it, too, when it feel good, too. She knows she be fooling herself. She knows this is a fucked up situation, but it feel good, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then deal with it later.
Right, that part.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You want to talk to this beautiful Cappy? Well, the women are like, I wanted to talk to Lloyd. We'll see. Call
And the men
us.
can talk
The
to
women
Kaya.
love.
All right, well, whoever it is. If it's a woman, right?
Uh-huh.
It'll go to Lloyd. If it's a
And then
dude,
give it to Kaya.
yeah. If it's a dude, a hard leg.
How about we just tag
You must be
team?
Yeah,
talking
they
about
tag
the third
teaming
one.
them.
This is
They
gonna be
doing that
dope.
Tag team.
Here we go. What you say?
I said, how about we just tag team?
I like that. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
tag teaming.
We give them both the male and the female perspective.
There you go.
Okay.
Double
Just
up
go to
on
a
'em.
caller. Let's just see what happens. I just want to put Phil in. Phil, aren't you a Leo? That's fine. Aren't
Taking
you a
a chance.
Leo?
We're going to keep one of them. That's what he's saying. Let's do it, Phil. Let's do it.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
This is Quay from Tennessee.
Quay from Tennessee?
Yes.
I mean, how do you spell your name again? I want to hear that.
Q-U-A-Y.
Your name is Quay.
Yeah, I've met other people
Well,
named Quay.
okay, full name LaQuay, but
Okay, because I need to know the whole situation. Don't just.
okay, Monique LaQuay.
Hello,
There we
Monique
go.
LaQuay.
Hey. Don't come in here with no slang name. My name is Lil Buckshot. No. Okay. Okay, cool. Who's on the line with us?
Yeah.
Okay, so
12-3-91.
12391. So our girl is on the line, the Cappy, right? Did we lose
Yeah.
Lloyd?
Kaya? We got Kaya
No.
still?
Okay, well, we got Kaya. So,
Go ahead, Kaya.
Kaya, you're going to have to read her. We
No.
lost Lloyd.
Oh, you lost Lloyd? Oh,
That's all right,
no.
baby. Let's go. We'll get him back.
Okay. You are a Sagittarius 3 person. You are a fire number. You are very passionate. You're a very visionary kind of person. You act on your hunches. You kind of like, you are foreseeing things. So you may create secret enemy because you can foresee things before they even happen. Or you just have this mindset where you can just see maybe 2 or 3 years from now. You're very intuitive. And your personality, you have a very intuitive, spontaneous, affectionate, and very optimistic personality. You may even inspire people that's even around you. And you're very outgoing. You're very boisterous. You're very creative. You like kind of the crowd pleaser. You know, you like to be in a social gathering. You like to be the center of attention.
This is all very true.
Is it?
Tight.
Okay.
And your best numbers are the 3, 6, and 9. And your best days to carry out are Thursday, Friday, and Tuesday may be more favorable to you. Your best months that are more favorable to you are March, April, May, October, November, that we're in right now, and also December. So you have anything that you want to do right now to get things done, write some goals down to accomplish for the next year. These are your best months to do them in right now, especially heading to a new year.
And those are some powerful numbers.
I actually graduate on December the 9th. So, yeah, my birthday is the 3rd.
Number that's
Wow.
favorable to you.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Wow,
graduate.
congratulations.
For sure.
This number
So,
shit
yeah,
is
thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Kaya, that 369, those are powerful numbers right there.
369.
Yeah, them fire numbers. I'm fire numbers. That's a fire person.
Yeah.
369. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, well, thank you, Kaya from Tennessee. What part of Tennessee you from, baby boo?
Hey, from Tennessee. I go to TSU, Tennessee State University.
Tennessee State University up in here.
TSU.
Tigers in the building. Go
Whoop,
Blue.
whoop,
What's popping up in
whoop.
there?
Everybody listening, listen, we're going to take a quick break. All right, just a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to deal with some more callers, okay? Hey, play my music. All right, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Williams is back. I be trying to bring people to your life that would change your life, right? Let me say, it be like some haters in here too. Let me tell you something.
Right.
Let me tell you something. let me just address something real quick. Every science that exists today came out of the mystery schools of ancient Kemet, of ancient Africa.
Preach.
Every science. You go look at the Dogon tribe in Mali, which are a group of tribes who escaped from Egypt once Egypt fell, right? They went to Mali and set up the Dogons. Now, let me just be clear with you. This is the first group of people to ever map the stars without a telescope. White people are over there, but you ain't. White scientists are over there trying to figure out how in the Feast of Samhain did these people see a star that is not visible from planet Earth. How did they do it?
Right.
And when they go ask the high priest of the Dogons, who is called a Hogan, can't touch him. He lives in isolation. Nobody can touch him or he'll be defiled. All he does is tell the oral history. The Nomo came. Oh, what is the Nomo? Oh, some reptilians. Some reptilians, yes. They came down here with the science. And we put them in baths of water because the sun would irritate their skin. This is where baptism comes from. So they be like, Zoe be on some old bullshit, bringing on astrologers and numerologists. Let me tell you something. This is our science. Where you get alchemy from?
Right.
It's an Arabic word, the black. Alchemy, alchem, chemical. Kemet, the black land.
Exactly.
Right? Algorithm, Arabic. Algebra, the equation.
Yes.
This is, come on, stop. If you don't know enough shit, don't say nothing. Didn't your mama tell you when you don't know some shit, shut up?
Right.
Now, when you in the presence of a nigga who obviously knows more, humble yourself. See, if I go to Mali to meet with the Hogan, I ain't got nothing but questions.
Right.
I don't have no judgment and I don't have no assumptions because I don't know enough. If I'm sitting in front of Quincy Jones, I'm asking about music. I'm not telling him how to make a record.
Wow.
Shut your chat room ass up.
Wow.
Exactly.
You understand? Shut the fuck up and learn some shit from folk that know more than you.
Right.
I'm just tired of niggas always banging on other black folk. But scared than a motherfucker to say anything to their boss, to their professor,
Osby's a good nigga.
to anybody, to the police officer. They won't say nothing to nobody. But then got the nerve to come on my chat room with criticisms.
Right.
I bet you if Lloyd or his girl Kaya read your punk ass, they would reveal the bitch in you.
Hey.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Your moon is in bitch.
Tangent
Preach, brother.
approved.
I'm
Tangent
sorry.
approved.
I'm just upset with brothers and always coming after other brothers. But quiet than a church mouse. When the white men walk on the campus of their life, it's almost as if their father is at their school getting ready to check on their teachers. I'm just tired of niggas. I just...
Cut it out.
Lord.
It's exhausting.
Yes,
It
Jesus.
is.
Hold it, Aboko. I'm sorry.
They're just haters.
Super haters.
Haters.
His sign is in hater.
The moon is in hater on this nigga right now. I'm just... Okay, cool. All right. I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in and you heard that rant, please forgive me. Your Mercury is in bitch. This moon is in bitch.
Bitch, nigga.
If you're just tuning in to the voice of reason, I'm sorry. You saw the dark side of the Gemini? The other twin said, let me talk to this nigga.
Yeah.
You've been speaking far too long.
Right. Have a seat, my nigga.
We're having micro readings with world-renowned author and astro-numerologist Lloyd Strayhorn. He's legend. He's been in here reading people backwards and forwards. He brought his girl in. She's dope. And her name is Kaya. And it's going down, man. I really appreciate all of the information that's being laid out right now. The phone lines have been jam-packed the whole damn show. I'm urging all of the super chat, the YouTubers, please, hit that super chat button. Donate. We're going to shout you out. Somebody said, how do I obtain a private reading? I'm going to let Lloyd answer that. Lloyd? How do they obtain a private reading?
Are we online?
Yes, brother.
Good. And Kaya, too, she joined. Thanks for the suggestion of
I'm here.
merging us. My toll-free number is 1-800-581-4401. That's 1-800-581-4401. Kaya?
Yes, my toll-free number is 1-866-331-5088. Once again, that is 1-866-331-5088. My name is Kaya.
Kaya French.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm
let me say
drawn to
this.
Kaya. Kaya, holla at me, boo thing.
She said she in school, so she might be a little young thing. Hey, young thing.
But you know, Zoe, let me tell you this. It's interesting. We caught the part where you were talking about the Dogon. There's an excellent book called The Serious Mystery.
Oh, yeah, great
and
book.
these brothers in Africa, known as the Dogons, knew about the Sirius star and also its smaller but more denser planet called the Sirius B. And what happened is they could not figure out. Missionaries went through. I mean, they said that missionaries gave them this information. How could they determine this with no telescope, no computer, none of that technology? But they knew the distance, they knew the circumference, they knew the weight, and when it was circular. And in fact, if you look at the book and look at the pictures of the Dogon people, those brothers, they look like they was brothers off 125th Street.
Wow.
And in fact, Benjamin Banneker, that really constructed the layout
The
of
U.S.
Washington,
Capitol,
D.C.,
yeah.
was known to come from the Dogon people. In fact, his birthday is this month. I think he was born November the 10th or November the 9th or something like that. He just celebrated a birthday. Okay? And by the way, I did meet Quincy Jones. He was born March 14th, a 5 like you.
You under
Okay,
dig? You under dig? You under dig? Hey, man, this is real science going down right now. Who wants to get a reading next? We got to rattle through it. Who wants to read it? Who wants? Now, you already know the rules. One question. All right? If it's a man, it's going to Kaya. If it's a female, it's going to Lloyd. 323-230-4610. Here we go. The voice of reason is live. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Yeah, this is JP.
JT, that ain't your real name, cuz. What's your name, man?
Nah. Jamal.
Don't be scared. Jamal.
Yeah.
All right, Jamal, don't call in with no fake shit ever again. This is okay. Kaya, meet Jamal. Jamal, Kaya.
Hey, Kaya, how you doing?
how
my
are you?
birthday
Happy
is I'm doing good, thank you. My birthday is 7/13.
7/13, July 14th. 7/13?
13. 7/13.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay, you are an air sign with a water. I'm sorry, you're an air sign with an air number and a fire number. So that tells me that you're very intellect, you love to communicate, and you love planning things. You're very in sync with yourself. Before you do things, you like to gather data before you even step to a job or task or anything that you may have to do. And you're very passionate as well. You maybe from birth that you learn to rely on your gut instinct. And I would say that your best days are Sunday and Wednesday. Your best months are February, June, August, and September.
Now, what's your birthday again, bruh?
7/13, July 13th.
Oh yeah. And he called in on the 13th.
Yeah, he's born the same day as Joe Levert. That's his birthday, Joe Levert's birthday.
Wow. Was she accurate,
And
bro?
he also and it also indicates too,
very
because
much.
he likes to be different. This guy likes to just think outside the box. That's it. If everybody's doing it one way, the nature of his birthday says, you know what, I'm going to do it this way because this works way better for me. That's how he works. But he's a sensitive guy, just like Ty was saying. Very sensitive guy.
Wow. Are they accurate, bro?
They right on point.
They tag teaming you right now with your sensitive ass. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't tie
and by the way, he too would feel comfortable with older relationships, women older than himself, 5 or 10 years older.
No, you know what's crazy about cancers? These mugs are hella tenacious. When they lock into whatever it is they want to do, it's damn near impossible for them not to make money. They gonna make some money. They gonna find a way. They about that bread.
Right.
They gonna sniff it out.
I actually had a question about that. If I could ask, I'm currently working, in my job towards a certain project or a certain goal. Excuse me. And I was just wondering, how would that look? My future finances and as far as my job is concerned. I guess it's a better way to put it.
How many questions
may I
was
step in
that,
a
Nick?
moment, Kaya? Well, to answer your question, you're about to enter a 4 personal year. You happen to be born on the 13th, which is a 4. 4 represents being structured. That's going to be one of the formulas. Organized, another formula. Having a plan of action with some options thrown in. Now, here is the thing, my brother. People will say, JP, when is my ship coming in? The key is that you send the ship out there. And what I'm saying is to say this. What you put into the year coming up is what you're going to get back in return. So if you're a kind of person that skates and think things are going to happen, you will be disappointed. However, if you're prepared to put your shoulders to the wheel, work up a sweat, you are going to get more, if not better, in return for all your efforts moving forward. I can tell you that. It's going to be like you did back in 2009. In late 2008, 2009, you also got your act together, too.
Tight.
Right on
also
point,
don't be
right
so
on point.
defensive. So.
All right, well, there you go, pimp. You got red.
All right.
Don't lose the book.
Hey.
I hope you took notes.
Most definitely. Thank you very much.
Okay, cool.
You're
man.
welcome, man.
Good
You're
looking,
welcome,
bro.
JP.
Hey, let's roll through the rest of these callers. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Turn your entire life down. Your life is too loud. Turn it down. Turn it down. You can't hear us and be on the phone. Turn it all the way down, wherever your source is. Turn it down.
Can you hear me?
We got you. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Randall. I'm calling from Atlanta. And
Randall?
my numbers.
Randy.
Yeah. No, Randall.
Randall, like.
Oh, Randall. Sorry, Randall.
Proper.
Right.
Randall, what's your birthday? How are you today?
My birthday is 6/9/92.
Oh, this my home. Is this the tattoo artist?
Nah.
You calling out of Cincinnati?
Atlanta.
Nah, I'm from LA, but I'm in Atlanta right now, though.
Oh, you hiding? It's cool. Got in trouble and had to just jet to Atlanta for a minute. Niggas ain't gonna find you out there. It's cool. It's enough greenery.
I'm on my way back, actually.
All right, what's your birthday? June 9th, you said?
Born June the 9th? Okay, Kaya, hit it, girl.
Okay, so he's born June 9th, and he is a fire number. He's a fire element, with a fire number, and also with the air number. He's very energetic. He's very passionate. You're very type of a visionary type person. You have probably record thoughts always going through your mind. You're very quickly on point. You act on your hunches, and maybe you learn from birth that you need to rely on your intuition, your gut feeling when you carry out your responsibility, or you have that hunch and you just really just go for it. And he's very optimistic and very spontaneous and very affectionate. And your best days are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, which seem to be more stand out to you. And also the months that's more favorable to you are April, May, June, September, and October, and November. So if you have things that's going on in your life right now that you need to try to get together, tighten up, maybe transform status from that, you need to just go ahead and get them done between now and November, your best time before you enter into the new year.
Okay. Definitely on point, for sure.
Yeah. That's what's up. It was free, too.
Hey, I got a question, though.
Okay. Well, first off, I feel like I want to ask you, like, what set you from, nigga? Like,
Rolling toilet paper.
Nah, my question. Hello?
Yeah, we here.
Yeah, we listening, Randall.
My question is, like, I got like this big situation coming up, right? Like, let's say financial. I kind of want to know how that's gonna go.
Well, what are you? Give me the first 3 numbers that come to your head. That comes in mind.
The first thing is amazing. I believe everything is gonna happen for me that I'm believing.
No, I don't think that's what she asked you,
No.
Pimp. What I'm gonna need you to do is to open up them ears and listen to the question.
See, what she wanted to know from Randall is, Randall, the question you just posed to her, give her any three numbers that come to your head right quick. Any three numbers off the top of your head. Any three.
Oh, 300.
Okay, that's a three.
Okay, so that's a three, one of your numbers. I'm sorry. So the question that's on your subconscious mind is yes, and you may be even thinking about maybe someone that's a Pisces or a Taurus or born on a date that add up to a 3 or a 6. But your conscious mind is the subject relates to some kind of pride, some kind of ambition, some type of need to be independent and express your way and express yourself in some type of way. Maybe an inner desire to rise above others or make a name for yourself.
Does any of that sound familiar to you, Randall?
Yeah, I mean, you like super on point. To tell you the truth.
All right, there you go.
Hey, boy, on the Cancer side of the game, you made the Capricorn laugh. I sense a love connection.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Capricorn is opposition, actually.
I know. Opposites still love each other.
Yeah, but this is a Gemini. Yeah. That's why I say opposite attracts, but there are things they love about each other, and then there are things, though, they can't stand about each other over time. Like, didn't I tell you how many times I did take those socks out the middle of the floor, you know?
That don't mean the
Things like
sex
that.
ain't gonna be fire.
Yeah, you know, I'm burning that too.
I'm in people's business. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, brother, thank you for the call, man. We appreciate it. Thank you. We gonna keep it pushing. We got callers on the line, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 master numerologists in the building. You think you can hide from them, but with one single question, your entire life can be revealed. I'm sorry. I'm having a Star Trek moment.
No, I'm going to make you my agent. Okay, our agent. I know who to make our agent, darn it. Thank you.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If it's a guy, you're talking to Kaya. If it's a girl, Lloyd. Or they might even tag team you. Here we go. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Speak on it.
Hello, this is Nina from Los Angeles. I just wanted to say blessings, everybody, and thank you for the excellent work you're doing.
Oh, thank you, Nina.
Bless you too.
Bless you
you
too. God bless.
And what's your name again? And your name again is what?
Nina Womack from Los Angeles. So thanks for sharing that knowledge about the Dogo, and I'm very familiar with them. So you are spreading and speaking some truth, bro.
Thank you, love. I just had to chat check somebody in the chat room. Just a
And
chat
Nina,
check.
what is your birthday? What's your birthday, Nina?
My birthday is 9/16/68.
Okay, let me tell you about you. Your birthday suggests you're an old spirit, but your name suggests you do not look your age at all. And this will explain why men from different cultures will find you fascinating. Younger men will find you fascinating. And this may explain an interest in having what is called long-distance relationship, where you live over here and they live over there. From your birthday, you're very spiritual. You're born on the 16th day of the month. And so you are an earth sign, which means you're very pragmatic, with a water number, which means you're very intuitive, very sensitive to things. And so therefore, when I see this combination of an earth sign with a water number, it tells me you are a nurturer about things. You're full of knowledge. Since your key numbers are the 7, 2, and 5, and 7s and 5s are literary numbers, if we were invited to your home, we would not be surprised or shouldn't be surprised to find either a lot of books, magazines, newspapers that show we're talking to a very intelligent person, and which is why you never run out of questions too. So some people can't stand you sometimes. Your key numbers are not only the 7, 2, and 5, but your best days are always on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday, and you always do well around May, June, July, September, and October. This month you've been doing a lot of growing up, but right now, to be honest with you, especially last month in October, you decide to cut your losses, and now you want to do something totally new now that we're into this month of November.
Amazing. Wow. So on point.
It's tight.
Listen,
That's right.
We thank
That's
you for your
awesome.
patience, jumping in on the phone call. We thank you so much for calling in. If you want to bring your folks into the building right now, all you got to do is get to the phone lines. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. One of the best in the world is on the line, and he has a woman accompanying him. And she, too, swings the Excalibur of knowledge. They are here to share insights about your numbers. Numbers and insights you are unaware of to this point. They are here, Kaya and Lloyd Strayhorn, the masters of Astro-Numerology. Before I get to the phone lines...
You're definitely going to be my agent, so.
Before I get to the phone lines, we have a couple of ladies in here in studio. Mimi.
Right.
On some timeless beauty.
Oh,
Mimi is
thank
March
you.
4th, yes?
Yes, March 4th.
And Tiffany is May 22nd. And Peaches, well, Donnie, you just had a birthday, November 8th. That's my uncle's birthday. My uncle looked out for me like I was his own son.
Oh, that's awesome.
When I was coming up, he was like, nigga, you ain't got no daddy.
Right.
He was real, though. He was like, you ain't got no daddy, but I'll be here.
Right. Oh, I'm sure he was real.
He was my mama's brother. He was like, no, you ain't got no daddy, but I'll be here.
That's awesome, though.
But then he was real, though. He was like, as much as I can.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Don't get carried away now.
A little escape clause.
No, I love this dude to death because he called me and he'll be talking about how he failed me.
Oh,
He
no.
says that to this day. But in a way, he's still proud because I found a way.
Right.
But he be like, fuck, I didn't have enough. If I had enough.
I know that feeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he was the brother that got all the other brothers their houses, got them in the business, got them.
Ooh, that
He
sounds
that
familiar.
dude. He that dude.
Right.
Like even now, my oldest son and daughter, their mother, he called me. He said, "Man, I heard you say that she got her bachelor's degree from the University of Phoenix." I said, "Yeah, she just got it." She's Leo, by the way. August 9th. One of my numbers is the 9. Okay, cool.
Whoa, she's no joke.
Right, she
Yeah.
no joke. So he was like, "Oh, word." Well, I sit on the, the board at Laverne University.
Wow.
He said, I'm gonna get her in there. Just tell her to send her stuff to me.
That's
right.
November 8th,
Right.
Uncle.
November 8th.
Wow.
So he that kind of dude where, and I swear to God, I talked to him you can't talk to him for 5 minutes. I talked to him for an hour day before yesterday, and he was just like lamenting that he couldn't do enough.
Wow.
And he didn't do enough. And I said, come on, Uncle Ben. Chill out, my nigga. I'm good. I'm proud of you, boy. You done did your thing, though. Look at your kids. Nigga, damn.
That's right.
And I got a lot of nieces, so I understand.
All right, so we got some ladies in here right now.
Hi.
What's up?
Hey,
Mimi. Mimi.
Oh, by the way, you didn't give me Peach's birthday.
I'm
Peach is
November 8th.
Yeah.
You gave me your reading already.
Yeah, he broke her down.
Yeah, you already read her, though. But so the other two are here. They want a little reading.
Yes.
Okay.
So touch on Mimi. I want
Okay.
to
Well,
touch
Mimi,
on...
for example, Mimi is a water sign with an air number. So that means she has deep intuitions. In fact, astrologically, as Kadeem will tell you, that Pisces is considered in astrology the psychic sign of them all. Okay? Rakim, I'm sorry, not Kadeem, Rakim. And an air number, which means she used a lot of her reasoning powers, a lot of logistics and logical types of things, where in the case of the other young lady who's born May 22nd, she's an air sign with an air number. So that means she's always on point mentally. Her mind is always in play. In fact, even when she's going to bed, she's thinking through and problem-solving something. So let's say there's a very exciting event taking place the very next day. She'll lay in bed logistically going through her mind what it is. By the time she go to bed and wake up, go to sleep, it's time to get up and go to the event. But both these ladies have one thing in common. They're very sensitive. They like to think outside the box. And they will attract what their mamas will call when they first started dating, honey, where did you find him at? Okay? Different. Even the girlfriend said, "Girl, what's that about?" You know what I'm saying? But yet, the irony about 4 women I've noticed, the more they're into the guy, the less the guy seems to be into them. And yet, there'll be a guy that wants to give them the world, have them secure for the rest of their natural lives. They're just not feeling. Okay. But what happens with 4 women is 4s have this sensitive side to their nature. And as a result, they will talk to a guy. He'll be on a hard time. They will embrace him, take him in. But after they take him in, they say, you know what, Mimi? I could have did better than this. You know? It's an afterthought. So I found that the more they tend to like that person, the less they seem to like them, and so much the better. But they're very different, sensitive. Both of them are easy wounded in their feelings, one more so than the other, because Mimi has that emotional component to her. So, and I will say this, in a relationship, if you jerk her around, she will never forget that for the rest of her life. Now, she may forgive you, but she ain't about to forget squat, okay? That's how she rolls.
Mimi, you just got outed. Just threw your ass right under the bus.
Ladies, I would say on their best side.
Yes.
With Peaches, although she's a comedian, she's very serious-minded once you get to know her once she's off the stage. She's philosophical. She's talented sometimes when people first meet her because they may not know her backstory in terms of her comedic work. People might think of and misread her as being cold or different, lacking in feelings and affections, when just opposite is the case. Warm, faithful, loyal, and when she looks to the heavens and feels that God is on her side, the sister ain't budging. So Peaches ain't as soft as y'all think she is, okay? That's all I'm saying, but she is. Both of them. Now, for Mimi, she's going to be heading into a year where she needs to close the books. As for her companion there, she's about to head into a relationship cycle. In fact, I would suggest that you, May 22nd, are about to make some changes either around your house or changes around the workplace or changes with relationships.
We got
making up, breaking up.
We got to help Tiffany, though. We can't. Tiffany needs to make those relationship decisions with a board. It should be a board of people that are helping her make
by
the
committee,
decision.
okay? Everybody relax. The relationships by committee.
We should all be there like,
Tiffany, but see, where you're talking, Tiffany likes to put things into form. Okay, I hear what you're talking about, but let me see what we're going to do. And so then, in some cases, she's not a lot of fun. So in short-term relationships, yeah, it'll work. But then after about 2 or 3 months, when the brother's rap begin to flame out because the conversation don't match his actions, okay, then she's on to something else. But she's very much ahead of her time.
That is literally what has been going on for like months now.
See, you done tickled her.
Been told all the secrets.
I'm trying to
That's
get
about 4 to 6 weeks.
I'm trying to get one of my ex-girlfriends to call in. She helped me. She's always helped me. Like, she helped me edit my books. She said she was listening. I'm trying to get her to call in. I really am.
But your lines are busy.
They crazy right now.
They are.
I'm trying to get her to call in because I think she's going through some hella business shit. Like, her shit about to blow up, and I need to gauge.
Right.
Let me tell you
know
why.
her birthday by any chance, though?
I know her birthday. But let me tell you why I need to gauge. Because I'm almost done editing the holographic relationship book. And I need to give it to her.
Because she co-signed the last one.
Because whenever she's involved in my projects, they be fire. She Virgo. Let me just give you the birthday real quick.
Yes.
Is it okay if I give it out your birthday? Text me or something and tell me to shut the
just
fuck up
do
or
it.
something.
People don't know who she is.
Give out
This
the
is
year.
about the birthday.
You don't have to give out the year.
I don't
Just
have
give
to
out
give
the month and date, and that's fine.
Right.
Shit.
do it
Okay, cool. She's 8/26.
That's my niece's
Oh, she's
birthday.
born the same day as my mother.
Here we
She's a
go.
very rock solid person.
He's about to go in.
Here we go.
It's going down.
Here we go.
She's an earth sign. Dig this, though. She's an earth sign with an earth number, which means she's practical through and through. If things don't make sense, Zoe, why are you saying that? Why are you doing that? Why are you writing that? So, to her credit, with you being an air sign with an air number and she being an earth sign with an earth number, she keeps you grounded. So when you go off on a tangent or you talk in run-on sentences, she begins to slice and dice and make your point.
It's true to the motherfucker. That's all right, though. I still brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
And
but it's true. That's what she
interesting,
does.
Where your numbers are the 5, 6, and 9, her numbers are the 8, 6, and 5. So you two got the 5 and 6 as a common denominator, which means you may have met or dated her on a Wednesday or a Friday, or date and went out around the periods of May or June or September or October. We men can't remember, but women will never forget stuff like that. She'll tell you.
She'll tell me. Nah, but no, let me tell you though. You know, it's been decades, right? But we always seem to be in alignment, lock up, you know what I'm saying? And she never wants to see a nigga look bad. I remember I sent her my first book. She said, "This looks like a shabby book of notes."
Shabby book of notes.
A shabby book of notes.
Yeah, that's Earth. That's the practicality.
And literally, she went in and ripped it all to pieces and sent it back to me, reformatted. I said, well, okay, cool, thank you. And then the next book, The Relationship Dismount, she got way into it. She called my managers and said, listen, I'm the point person on this book now. Okay? All shit come through me. Just don't call him. Everything come through. And she organized, like when you go through the chapters and you see the people flipping, and she did all that. She's ridiculous. So I just need to make sure she ain't busy. I just need to make sure she ain't busy when the next book comes. She just texted me and called me an asshole. It's fine. Really? Yeah, she said. No, she said, she was like, the phone lines are busy, asshole.
That's why you guys are still friends.
No, she's good people though, man. She's good people.
That's good balance. That's really good balance.
And she be checking me too.
Oh,
on some cool shit.
Well, she's special if you let her check you.
Yeah,
so there
okay.
you go.
Yeah,
No, but
okay,
it's,
sister.
she know how to do it though.
Right.
Right.
You know, she
Yeah,
does
but
it.
understand, though, she's an Earth sign like Kaya.
Yeah.
Earth people, listen, President Obama, okay, he's still the president because the other president always talking about him all the time, okay? President Obama is a fire sign. His woman, his beautiful woman and wife, First Lady, Michelle Obama, is an Earth sign, a Capricorn.
Oh.
She keeps him grounded. Why you think you ain't heard no scandals out of this man the last 8 years he was in office?
She shut all that down. Right.
You ain't hear no rumors. Oh, no. Earth signs don't play that, okay? Now, they may let somebody else play that, but nobody plays that with an Earth sign. That's why they're Earth. They're grounded. They keep it real. Let's use a little common sense up in here, okay?
Yeah.
You can have degrees all up and down the wall, but let us use some common sense. Don't get carried away.
No, listen, Virgo is deep. She called me a little while ago and told me about some shit that got back to her that I did. With some old other chick.
Oh, wow.
Some old reckless motherfucker.
Right.
She was like, nigga, watch where you go, nigga. Not everybody got your back, nigga. What you doing?
Ooh.
She was like, nigga, your name can't be out there like that.
She was like, you supposed to be the voice of reason.
Right.
It was unreasonable.
She was his voice of reason.
I am putting out a lot, am I? I should stop, shouldn't I? Okay, cool. Let's get one last caller in. Let's get a couple of callers in here. I'm in here tripping.
Okay, get a couple of callers, and then we'll give out our information again for those that want to schedule appointments with Kaya or myself.
And here is May 22nd texting me, telling me she's not the only one that can call you an asshole. I love it. I be getting checked.
That's 2 May 22nd. Who's the
I was
other
like, who
one?
the other one? Who got my birthday?
I'm looking at too.
Who got my birthday
You don't know
though?
my life.
I mean, now I know your sign life.
Your sign.
You did
life.
say you dated 3 Geminis though. You just did tell us that.
Yeah. I got another Gemini that just be treating me. She treats me really well.
Okay.
We do that.
But she also gives me sodas, which she's not supposed to do. Okay, cool.
I also bring you
Caller.
candy. We do a lot we ain't supposed to do.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Hello.
Hell is low.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
What-
Nice to finally get in.
What's up?
Hi,
My
what's
name
your
is-
name and your
my
birthday?
name is- Well, my name is Crystal, and my birthday is March 8th, 1982.
Oh, Jesus. Pisces.
Now, you would be considered, astro-numerically speaking, a water sign with an earth number. The water sign represents symbolically those who are intuitive, empathetic, very understanding, sympathetic, emotional. And yet the earth sign means that yet you bring to the table in your astrological component a lot of practicality, a lot of groundedness, a lot of reality checks. So you can have the best time, but you know how to keep it real at the end of the day. And in fact, numerically, 8 is the finance number. It tells me the older you get, the better life becomes for you, especially when you enter between your 33rd and 35th birthday. It does indicate you were influenced or raised by a third party in your life. In other words, there could have been your mom and dad around, but it could have been a grandmother or grandfather or an auntie or some other third person sort of that had a great influence just as equally as your parents. You tend to be misunderstood at times, but yet you are rock solid, you are loyal, very dependable. And when you feel that you got the heavens on your side, it is very hard to make you budge. And right now, as we're talking, you're going into a cycle where you're about to get everything together, put all your ducks in a row, and have a plan of action to move yourself forward.
Wow.
Wow.
Things are looking up.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Yeah, my grandmother raised me, so.
See? Yeah.
My dad wasn't there, but yeah, my grandma, yeah. And her birthday's a day before mine, so. Oh, my God.
All right.
So accurate.
Well, just say thank you and get off the line. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they need to get a pen so we close out. I want to give my number, let Kai give her number. So those that want personal sessions with us, they can call her number, they can call my number, and then we'll get back to them and schedule appointments for them and get in their business and, and make things happen.
So what's the
Because
number?
radio is a short time. Okay, Kaya, give your number again, please.
Okay, my number is 1-866-331-5088. Once again, that's 1-866-331-5088.
And my number is 1-800-581-4401. The number again is 1-800-581-4401.
Nice. Just give out those
So
numbers
give us
one more
a call. Yes, give your number again, Kaya, please.
My number is 1-866-331-5088.
And mine is 1-800-581-4401. We will call you back. She'll call you back at her leisure. I'll call you back. And I mean, when the leisure ain't going to be like next year, but we'll call you back. Trust me. Okay? And then we'll schedule a time. She will schedule a time where you can talk to her. And although, the guys can call me and the ladies can call her too. We just wanted to do something a little different where, the guys get a kind of a feel of the way the ladies roll. And the ladies definitely get a feel the way I roll.
Hey, man, we got to bring you guys back more often. We just got to do it.
Oh, yes.
We just got to do it.
Thanks for having us today.
Phone lines is lit. You guys want to take one more caller before we get out of here?
Sure. I'll let Kaya end it off, too, whether it's male or female. Go hit it, Kaya.
Just one more caller. It better be a good caller, too.
Okay, we'll tag team. Yeah.
Caller. You're on the
so
line.
particular, though.
I like that.
All right, here we go. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi.
Speak on it.
This is Denise, and my birthday is December 19th, 1972.
Whoa. You born the same day as Dr. Martin Luther King's father. That was his father's birthday.
Wow.
Father
That
King.
tells me whoever you are, you're fierce. You don't look your age, and you could have been a lawyer, doctor, or scientist, or a business owner, a supervisor, manager. If a guy saw you because you don't look your age and think he's going to push you around, I'd tell him in a heartbeat, he got the wrong sister because you don't roll like that.
True.
She said
Fire.
true. I have whooped several niggas' asses. Yes.
Kaya, do you have anything you want to add to it in terms of her numbers or days or months?
Yes, I would like to tell her that her best days to carry out her plans and duties are Sundays and Thursdays, and also that her months are more favorable to her are March, April, August, and December. And she is heading into a 4 personal year, which means she may have some type of limitations or restrictions that may be limiting her for doing her things, but in those acts still be organized and structured and lay a foundation for the following things to come that you may have to do. Make a roadmap or something for your business dealings, your personal finance, whatever it is that you need to get done. You go ahead and plan it out.
Wow.
And let me add to that, too, on top of that, Crystal, more than likely, the way you look right now didn't look like this about 2.5 months ago. You have gone and decided you were going to do a life change, whether it was your hair, your persona, your wardrobe. So I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't decided to get involved in a weight loss or exercise program. You're going to be making some major moves and stuff like that. And you happen to be also at the same time going into a romance and finance cycle. So it all depends. Door number 1, if you're about to enter the year with no one, that's going to change. Door number 2, quickly, if you got somebody, they're likely to step it up. But door number 3, if somebody's been working your damn nerves, believe me, it's going south real soon.
Wow. Hey, listen. Listen. I want to thank.
So call either of us, and decide who you want to get readings, or call us both. I'll give you my perspective, and Kaya French will give you her perspective.
Wow.
Outstanding. Will do.
Great call. Thank you so
You're welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
I want to thank my man Lloyd Strayhorn as well as his apprentice, his young Gemini, or his young Jedi Capricorn. I just want to thank you guys for calling in and sharing your insights with our listeners. And we will definitely schedule another one because we didn't get nearly all of the masses of callers that are on the line right now. But
well, we were so busy having fun. But
exactly.
I want to say this. I want to thank Mimi and Tiffany and Peaches and definitely Rakeem. Now, Rakeem, I got to get his address. I need to send him a copy of a book, my book autograph.
I'm going to give him your number after the show.
I need the address to the studio so I can send a couple of books so the ladies can have their home copies too. I think I'll send them
that's what I'm talking about, Lloyd.
There it
I'll send them that.
There it is.
So they always can check out the newest love of their life. God bless their souls, okay? Call me back too.
All right. Well, there it is. We appreciate everybody for chiming in. Thank you all. Really quickly.
And Zoe, you're the best.
Oh, man, you know.
Let me tell you right now. And thank you for having us.
I try, brother. Thank you, man. And let me just say this, Rakim, please, please, please tell people where they can find you as well.
Yeah, you can find me at my new site is at Metapapa, METAPAPA. That's my Bagua astrology and metaphysics site. So just for $19 a month, you get like 50-something plus videos plus live instructions. So it's kind of dope.
All right, well, there it is.
Can you repeat? Ho. Can you repeat and spell his website one more time? It's Meta, M-E-T-A.
Yep, Papa, P-A-P-A. Metapapa.com.
.com, good.
Yeah,
good.
That's Bagua astrology and metaphysics.
Thank you, man. Consider me on. I'm joining. Okay, thank you, buddy.
And I'll be in touch, Lloyd. We'll chop it up, brother.
Oh yeah, there's no question. Listen, we can Padres, brother. Wait till I get to California.
Yeah,
we break some bread.
Well, I'm in North Carolina, but we'll go in. We're gonna go in.
Oh, you in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you, man. So we'll talk. And thank you so much for having Kaya French join us too. She's the best.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. I'm a holla, the voice of reason. We out. Deuces.
Deuces.
Peace.